Hey guys, Hillary Smith here without any makeup. I'm gonna try and keep this video short, so I'm just gonna start right away because I want you guys to be able to watch the replay and not have to, for it to be too long. So this is me without makeup. I washed my face with Orange Blossom, and then I used my Art toner, and then I used my Art Renewal Serum, which is amazing. You guys, it smells so good. This is actually the bottle from all the samples. Smells so good, and it just feels really light on your skin. It kind of helps to fill in places if you have like maybe more fine lines and wrinkles, and it just really smooths everything out. Like if you feel your skin after you've applied it, it just feels like super smooth and soft. It might feel a little sticky at first, but it will fade. So I always start with this. You must prime your face before you start with your makeup. It's so important. So this is like a must for your makeup. It just makes everything go on super smooth, really nice. So I wasn't starting the video right away, so I did put on a little bit of the Art Light Moisturizer. And I love that as a base too, like in the summer and all that. But when I'm needing a little bit more moisture, my skin is like totally freaking out right now, and I've been up super late, so I've got some major like dark circles that I've got to hide. I have actually been using the Sheer Lume. So this stuff, you guys, it smells so good. So good. So I just take a little bit, not a ton, like that much. This stuff has lasted me forever. I wish I remembered when I bought it. I feel like I want to start writing on my products like when I buy them, so then I know how long they last me. But I just take it and I kind of just go, the areas that I know that I need a little more moisture. And you're like seeing me in all my glory, you guys. This is like what it looks like underneath it all. So you get to see how much Savvy can cover and smooth out. So I love the Sheer Lume. I just kind of lightly all over my face, and I even go a little bit like under my eyes and kind of just around my eyes. And so I kind of use it as like an eye cream too, because I love the is it the Wolfberry? I think that's what it's called, the Wolfberry eye cream. And then I just rub the extra in my hands too. It feels so good. The Wolfberry, but it's kind of a little thicker and heavier. So for the day, I don't use that. I use, actually just use the Sheer Lume, and I feel like it kind of like brightens and smooths out. And I could really use some extra support with these dark circles these days. I've been pulling some late nights this last week. So my face is all ready to go, and you really don't want to like prime your face and then like go do things and then come back and put your makeup on. Okay. If you do that, you almost need to like wash your face and start again, because you're using like a mineral foundation, and it's you really want to have more moisture to kind of mix with it, and it just helps it to have like a more flawless application. In fact, if I'm really wanting more full coverage, and we're going to be posting a video that shows all the steps for this, I actually take my Sheer Lume and I'll take a little bit in the palm of my hand, and then I will take either warm 1 or warm 2, just depending on the season and what my coloring is, and I'll mix it in the palm of my hand, and I will use that as my base, almost like a tinted moisturizer, but a little bit more moisturizing, and then it just gives me this really flawless base to work with. So if I have more time, or I'm going out to dinner with my husband, or I'm wanting to like look more fancy and I want more of that like liquid foundation look, I will mix it with one of the Sheer Lume, or I'll use like the Art Light Moisturizer, and it just makes this amazing like tinted moisturizer. So if you're like on the go and just want to get out the door and you need a little something on your face. So I actually have all of the Savvy mineral brushes. I just like throw all my stuff in this little bag. This is the bag that the Savvy Minerals set comes in, the brushes. And I was so impressed with the quality of these brushes. I love that they tell you exactly, like this one says foundation, because I'm so makeup challenged. I love makeup, but I need like all the help I can get. This one says foundation, and so it just lets you know exactly what you should be using it with. And they're just so soft, you guys. I used to use this old mineral foundation, and their brushes always felt really harsh on my skin. These are so nice. They're made in Italy, you guys. They're beautiful, and I love the black. So I use the Savvy brushes. So the first thing that you are going to do, and you guys, I don't even let my husband like watch me get ready. I love watching other people put makeup on. I find it very like calming and relaxing. I love to watch, but it's so weird to like have people watch you put makeup on. So I take my misting spray, and to start off, I spray my brush like, see if I can do this, 3 times. And then I just kind of dab it on the back of my hand just to kind of like blend in so I don't have a big clump of misting spray. And right now my skin is actually getting a little lighter. We're going into the winter, and I'm actually a little fairer, but in the summer I get pretty tan. So I use warm 2 more in the summer, and I could even go all the way up to like a dark one, maybe mixed in a little bit. I can get pretty tan. So, but because I have some dark circles and my skin is just getting a little fairer, and I actually, I have like a ton of makeup in the top because I don't tap it into the lid. I actually take my brush that I just sprayed, and I just kind of pick up some minerals, and then I take my lid. So you guys, with your sample kits, you're gonna wanna use your brushes and find maybe a small lid that you can use, or like a little dish that you can kind of, because I really like to blend it really well before I start applying. And then I'll just kind of start around my eyes. So I use this on my eyes. It's kind of like a base too for my eyeshadow. And this just kind of like smooths everything out. So it's kind of like mixing my foundations a little bit, but I'm not mixing them together like in my container. So, and I'm hoping that it's so funny to put your makeup on when you're having to remember all the little steps that you do. And I'm sitting at my dining room table and I'm not in my bathroom. So I just go and I kind of just go around my eyes. And it's really important to make sure that you're blending as you go. And in some ways you're kind of blending almost into like what you primed your face with. So that kind of helps too, because it's really like helping to smooth everything out. So this is just kind of like my first little like thin layer. And I'm not like this is just kind of like my fast daily routine. I'm not taking more time like right now to like cover things or like be really like, because usually when it's just me every day, I'm pretty fast with my routines. If I'm going to church on Sunday or something, I might take a little more time. So another thing you can do, if you don't like to spray your brushes, you can spray right into your lid. So I like to spray into my lid, and then I'll just pick it up with my brush and kind of swirl it around, so then I'm mixing it really evenly. And then I'll go back into my, trying to show you guys what I'm doing. I'll go back into my foundation and I tap my brush. And again, this brush is like perfect for this foundation. I love it. It's like, I think it's like my favorite brush so far ever. And so I'll just go, and the thing is with Savvy Minerals is you can really layer. So if you want like a light coverage, you can start off lighter. And then if you want like a heavier coverage, you can just keep kind of layering until you get like the coverage you want. Or you can use, like I was saying earlier, that Sheer Lumet, and you can make like a more full coverage. I also, with my last baby, I don't know what it is, but I got these weird like pigmentations like on my upper lip, you can see. And I also got like some pigmentation on the side of my face. So I kind of like go over those a little bit more too. Sorry, I got a phone call. And guys, this is not like my best lighting. Anyways, so that was warm 1, just kind of like a base. And then I use my warm 2 and I go back over, because the warm 1 is like a little too light for me. And see, I don't even care. I have foundation in my lid. I'll just spray it. I'm not super technical about this, you guys. I'm also not a professional. I just kind of do what works for me. And I have a mirror here too, so if I'm looking over, I'm kind of using my mirror, because it's hard to do your makeup in an iPhone camera. But I kind of wanted you guys to see like how I apply. So you also kind of want to use like little gentle, like you don't want to be rough with your skin, but just some gentle circular motions, because you're wanting to really blend it in and for it to be like a smooth coverage. So then, see, I'll spray my thing again. And some people like their brush to be a little wetter. I probably use about like 2 pumps every time. And then I just pick up, and again, I'm just swirling in my lid. And then I'll do the other side. I feel like I'm getting lost because I'm trying to talk to you guys at the same time. This may not be my best makeup application ever. And then I feel like too, as it dries, it's like it just kind of disappears into your skin, which is cool. So, and the misting spray, you guys, I hope you have your samples. It smells so good. And it has all those good, like, nourishing essential oils in them. The other thing that I get is, like, around my lips for some reason, I'm getting, like, darker pigmentation. I swear, I love my babies, but man, sometimes they do a number on our bodies, right? All the different little things that our bodies like to do. Okay, so I'm just gonna go with that. So that is my foundation, my base. So then I like to use, then I do my eyes. So I like to use the Best Kept Secret. And I actually have little magnets on the top of my lids because in my bathroom I have like this magnet board, and I love to just stick them on there, and then I peeled off the bottoms and I wrote on them. So if you're wondering why mine look different, because it just organizes my bathroom, and then I can just grab them really, really fast. So it's kind of cool. And guys, I can see comments. I was wondering if anyone was there. So I like to take, so again, I have my Savvy brush. And so I take Best Kept Secret, and I like to use this as kind of like a primer. And because I just have really dark around my eyes, you guys, this just kind of helps to also like smooth it out. So I'll take my Best Kept Secret, and I just kind of go like all over my, my lid. This is also awesome in the summer. I tend to get like oily eyelids. Or if I like accidentally over moisturize my eyelids, it just helps to set your, and if you can see the difference, this isn't the best lighting, but I don't know if you can see the difference. It just kind of creates like a really nice base. So I just kind of tap it and swirl it a little bit. You always want to tap off the extra because it's a powder. I always find I pick up too much, and it really doesn't take a ton. So you guys with your samples should have like a ton. You should be able to do your makeup for like a week or more and really get a good feel of the foundations and the eyeshadows. So I just kind of, and again, my technique, you guys, is not professional. I just go over my entire lid. My next favorite color, and I love them all. I actually have all the eyeshadows because I kind of like to mix it up sometimes. And I'll kind of like, I love to mix them and match them and blend them. Like if I'm wanting lighter or darker. So I like using some of the matte colors, like the diffused and the unscripted are very purpley, beautiful colors. I like kind of mixing them with some of the ones that have a little more shimmer. So the next color I love is Residual. This is such a beautiful color. And it's like, it's almost like Best Kept Secret with like some shimmer. So if you didn't pick this one, it's really pretty. And it's a really neutral. I'm using all of like my most favorite like neutral, just everyday, hanging out with kids, running around. Did you guys wash your brushes? I totally forgot to wash my brushes, but I wasn't trying to, I washed my brushes really good when I switched over to Savvy Minerals, and I used Bare Minerals before this. So I washed them really good. So then I just take Residual and I kind of go all over a little bit with this one too, because my Best Kept Secret was like my base, but I kind of just focus on my eyelid a little bit. And then I just go all over my lid. Then I do the other side. And sometimes I'll pick up a little extra because I want it like a little shinier. It's really hard to see, but these are really pretty. So if you guys have these colors, you can get them out and look at them. So Residual all over the lid. You don't have to if you use Best Kept Secret. You could also just have more matte, but I kind of like to go all over. Hopefully this will turn out okay since I'm doing this on my phone. Then, what do I go to next? Oh, then I like to use, and some people do this in a different order. Some people like to add the dark in their crease first, and then they'll go over with their lighter colors. I don't know why. I find that that doesn't work for me, so I kind of do this in a different order. Where's my brush that I use for this? Uh-oh. Oh, so this is actually an old Bare Minerals brush, and I just like the tip of it. It just makes it really easy to get it in the crease. So this is Determined, and Determined is just this really pretty, kind of reminds me of like sparkly coffee color. And I'll just take this, hopefully I don't overdo it, and I will put it in the crease. So one thing I learned, because I was so makeup challenged, I started like YouTubing videos just to see if I could get some like better tips, because I felt like I wasn't applying things right, is you want to go, that looks darker on the camera than it does over here in my mirror. You want to go like dark to light, and it helps open your eye. So especially for me, because I've got a lot of darkness, and I actually will go in right here on the sides and put like a lighter, like either foundation or eyeshadow color. I didn't grab it, and it just helps to brighten it and open it even more. So you want to go from like lighter to darker. So think of that, like lighter to darker on your eye. And Isaiah is chiming in over from the couch. I put a movie on for him. He's watching Trolls. Do your kids like Trolls? We've been like on Cars, Trolls, and so you can see the difference. And it already just kind of like opens your eye. I don't go too far over, because otherwise it just makes my eyes look way too dark. So just really, if you have really bright blue eyes, you can use much darker colors, I find. For me, I can't. It just closes my eyes up. And then I'm going to go over here. So I just stick really, if you can see this, I stick to like the outer half of my eyelid. So I'm really just staying in that crease, and you can just feel it naturally. Your brush just kind of goes in it. And then I'll just kind of go like across my lid a little bit. Almost like it creates like a little V. So, and if I feel like I got it too dark, I'll just kind of go back over with like residual or something. So again, this was Determined. Oh no, I just totally spilled my eyeshadow. I will have to salvage that. So yeah, I do like to go back over and just kind of like blend it. And there's another brush. So this is like your blending brush. You can kind of just take it and just blend if you want to, because it's really good to make sure that you blend all your eyeshadow together so you don't have like weird funky lines. Okay. So where's my next color? Wanderlust. This is a beautiful color. This is amazing for highlighting. This is awesome for in the corners of your eyes, again, because you want to go from light to dark so you can really brighten the inside of your eye. And I actually like to do my concealer too after I do my eyeshadow, because I feel like if I had anything that I like dropped on my eyes, then it kind of helps blend it in. So, okay. Wanderlust. Isaiah, shh. He's chiming in. I actually like to use this brush, and again, I'm using one of my own brushes for this because I find it helps me kind of just highlight. So this is Wanderlust, and I will take this and I will put it like right here above my brow just to kind of highlight. I feel like my makeup looks way darker in the camera than it actually is, guys. And then I will take this one and I'll just kind of go right on the inside around my like tear duct. And it just kind of helps to like brighten your eye. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. So it's just kind of a subtle, it catches the light too. Just a subtle like difference. And I always feel like my eyeshadow looks funny until I get my mascara on. So, what's next? Oh, I was gonna show you guys something, but wait, where is my eyeliner brush? So I'm using this for my eyeliner. It's just a really thin, soft brush. I'm excited to order some of the new Savvy brushes that came out at the Live Your Passion rally and add them to my Black Friday order. And yeah, they have this really good eyeliner brush, and I think it doubles. You can like use it on your brow too. So I'm excited to try some of those. Who has the Savvy brushes? Aren't they like the softest, most amazing brushes ever? So I just take a little bit in the lid, and this is Multitasker. And I use my little brush, and I can't do this in my phone mirror, so I'm gonna do it over here. But I just kind of take my little brush and I just run it like along my lashes. And I only go, again, about halfway. And I know there's like special tricks you can do, like you can wing it out, you can like make it go up a little bit. I'm not that talented, you guys. I just stick to like lining it about halfway. And really, honestly, the only reason I use a liner is to cover up a lot of my mascara mistakes. I am mascara challenged. I can't even tell you how many times I have poked myself in the eyeball with my mascara. It's like I can't even see it coming, and I just end up like taking myself out. And guys, I keep my liner pretty light underneath my eye because, again, I don't want to close my eye in. I don't have like big, naturally big eyes. Gosh, that looks so much darker on the camera. But can you see? I only go about halfway. So I just take it and I just run it a little bit along the bottom of my lash. You just want a little bit. And see, that might even be too much. So then you can go back and just kind of smudge it. And I love that. I love that the mineral makeup is so forgiving and blendable. And if you totally mess it up, it's so easy to go back over it and like blend it. And then I just take my little brush and I go, and I really use my lashes as like my guide. And I really stick pretty close to my lashes. So I'm not doing like a big line at all. I don't know if you guys can hear the Trolls movie, but it's like the funniest song out right now. I'm like getting serenaded as I'm doing my makeup. So there's my eyes so far. Very natural, pretty much what I wear on a regular basis. This is my pretty much like everyday look. I don't mix it up too much. I do like to have different colors to like have different options, but so I actually have the Savvy Minerals mascara and I love it. I love the brush. I was using Sweet Simplicity before that, and I was like scraping the bottom waiting for Savvy Minerals to come out with their mascara. So I love that they took a lot of our feedback. They are coming out with like a new formula. So, and making it even better than the first batch. So I'm excited for that to be re-released and to get the new mascara again. Someone must have been using my mascara. I can't get the lid off. Oh no, my lid broke. Well, that's terrible. I'm gonna have to use my other mascara. I think my daughter got into my makeup bag. My lid got like a little crack and it won't come off. I can't get the thing to twist. Oh no. I'm gonna have to have my husband look at that. So I'm gonna use this, but I always feel like after I do my eye makeup, it always looks funny until I get my mascara on. And again, guys, I am so challenged when it comes to mascara. I'm like trying really hard not to stab myself in the eyeball. So I just go on the top, and then it is good to like kind of come from behind and put your mascara on the back a little bit too, without like totally messing up your eye makeup. I do know some people who put their mascara on first and then they do their eye makeup, but I always feel like I end up with it just even more all over the place. So front, and then come from the back. And I just realized I should have taken like a before and after so I could show you guys. I always forget the befores. Does everybody else always forget the befores? And then you just want to do like a little bit on the bottom. Otherwise you end up with raccoon eyes if you put too much mascara on the bottom. You just want like a light dusting. And now if I was taking a little bit more time today, I would show you a nifty trick. Well, I'm going to show you, but I'm not going to actually do it. You can take the veil. Maybe I'll do it. I'll show you how I do it. You can take the veil and you can use your blending brush. Where did that go? I'm like having all sorts of technical difficulties, guys. It is not easy to do your makeup and try and talk and remember all your steps. So bear with me. I'm trying to get the thing out of, I accidentally stuck my, I always take all these little sifters out. The little sifters, they just get in my way. But that's just me. But I stuck this one back in and I forgot that I did it. So anyways, I take a little bit of the Veil, the Diamond Dust, and then you can put your little blending brush and tap it into it. And then after your first coat of mascara, you can like lightly dust. So I kind of dust from the bottom and then dust on the top. And it will give you a little highlight on your cheeks at the same time, and you can blend it in later. And then I go on top. You can also do this with your foundation, but I feel like the Veil works really well. And you know that really popular like fiber lash mascara? This is like super natural. You don't have to have another product way to get thicker and like longer lashes. So then you do your second coat, and you guys, you could like curl your lashes if you really wanted them even longer. And I can't even tell you, my lashes were like non-existent. Like I did not have lashes at all. And I had like giant, huge, gaping bald spots. I didn't just lose my hair with babies. Like I lost my eyelashes and my eyebrows. Like I was going bald all over the place. And so, because I added lavender and cedarwood and rosemary, I've had some amazing results. My lashes are actually, if you can see, this is like long for me. This is amazing, like super full, thick. Anyways, so the Veil will help. It's hard to see on camera, but the Veil, it makes them like longer and thicker and like fuller. So it's just a great way to like boost your mascara. And Veil is like super pretty. I think it's like so beautiful. It's like this really super, really light pink shimmery goodness. We will get to that one in a second. Okay, let me remember where I'm at. Okay, you guys each got Multitasker. And if you didn't, you need to go get it. It's a great for eyeliner. It's great. You guys, you can use it and dust it into your hair, and you can cover little stubborn grays that want to peek out. It is literally a multitasker. But the other thing that you can do with it is you can make it for your brows. Now, some of you are probably like, oh my gosh, that's way too dark. It's super dark brown. I can't use it. It's not my color. Well, I have a solution for you. I took a little bit of my multitasker, which was too dark. So I took my multitasker and I took a little container and I put some of my, oops, wrong container. I took a little container. So you could use some of your containers that you got in the mail in your sample kit, and you could do some blending. Take some of your foundation and mix it with your multitasker until you get the shade that you need. So this, whoops, wrong way. Can you see that? I don't know if it's focusing on it, but I made mine lighter. So this is what I use for my brows. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not always good about doing my brows. Like I forget. I'm running out the door. I've got a bazillion kids, 7 to be exact, and I forget to do my brows. But I know it's one of the very key steps to really making your face pop, really adds dimension. It's an awesome step. So I start from like kind of by the corner, but not right at the end, because then I'll end up with a big like dark spot. But I kind of have some little places in the front of my eyebrow that are sparse. And I've been using my lavender, cedarwood, and rosemary blend on my eyebrows for my lash serum. And I kind of just roll it in my eyebrows at night. And I've noticed that it is kind of, it made my eyebrows overly bushy. And my hairdresser, when I went to go get my hair done the other day, she's like, girl, we need to take care of that. And I'm like, I know, it's so bad. Like, they were trying to grow back together again. I kid you not. I had like wild, stubborn hairs. Anyway, she waxed me. She shaped my eyebrows for me. I was like, thank you. I love going and getting my hair done. I always feel so much like more pulled together afterwards. And then look, I just pull my hair up. But anyways, you can see the difference between when you have your brow like defined and you just put like, it's like such a fast step. And I might take a little bit more time and like shape it a little better and like even things out. But even if I don't have time to do that, and I just kind of put a little bit of the powder in it, it just kind of makes your eye pop, right? Don't you see the difference between this side and this side? Such a simple step. So take your multitasker. If it's too dark, take a little extra container. Use some of that foundation that you didn't like. Maybe it wasn't the right color for you. Maybe you have Cool 1 or Cool 2 and you are warm to, which is why I love that kit, because you guys got to test out all these colors, right? So you don't get rid of your extra foundation. Use it to like blend. And I'm like challenged doing this. I'm like trying to figure out how to do this in my mirror. I'm probably gonna end up with a funky brow on this side. My daughter's judging me. Oh, no, wait. You're not Emma. Sorry, Matt. I totally thought you were Emma. I totally just called my son my daughter. That's terrible. I'm going to have to get him an extra Christmas present. Just kidding. Okay, so anyways, this is hard. This is hard to do this side. I don't know why. For some reason, I'm having challenges. Okay. They're a little uneven. Okay, but see, you can see the difference. My lighting is coming from like, yay. Okay, so use your multitasker to blend your colors that you need. So we've done brows, we've done eyes, we've done foundation. I'm putting lids back on the wrong things. This one goes back right. Multitasker is a scary one to not have a lid on because that stuff is dark. And my little determined spill, I'm gonna have to clean it. I'm like making, my dining room table looks like a glittered mess. Do you use a carrier oil when mixing the lavender seed oil? There's so many recipes. I will post them. I will share my recipes. I have one for a lash serum that I use on my brows. And then I have a mermaid spray. And you guys, my husband has been using it. He calls it his merman spray. He's been spraying it on the part of his hair for lovely hair support. Our men need it too. So I will share that with you. I'm totally losing my place. I'm trying not to make this video be too long. Okay, what do we need to do next? So contouring. I don't do a ton of contouring. I just put my blush on and my bronzer, and I hope that I'm totally applying it right. But I do know that you want to, like, right here is where you want to contour. So you put like the darker color. You always want to be like underneath your cheekbone for your contouring. And I love the Crowned All Over. I loved Summer Loved. I'm losing my light. It's getting like hazy outside. I love the Summer Loved. I love the Crowned All Over. But some people don't want that much shimmer. You can use dark 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. That one's pretty dark. I wouldn't go past 3. Dark 2 or 3, I would say. And you can use those as your contouring. So for me, I keep it pretty simple. I have both. I have Summer Loved and I have Crowned All Over. And you really just want to put it where the sun would like shine. Okay, so think about that, like the sun is shining. So here's my Crowned All Over, and here's my blush brush. There is a contouring brush in the new individual brushes you can buy, and I really want to get it because I feel like it will help me, because I feel like I need a better brush. But so I just take this and I love to go like right around my hairline. So it just kind of gives me like a little sun-kissed look. And again, in this lighting, I don't know that you can see it all that well. I'll just go kind of like that, kind of up in my hairline. And then I'll take a little bit more. And I always try to make sure I kind of swirl it together. And then I'll tap it to get in the extra off. And then I'll go right underneath my cheekbone. And I don't go very far into my cheek, just a little bit, kind of creates that dimension a little bit with like your cheekbones. Hi, Isaiah. You can have some chips. He's totally coming and hijacking chips while I'm indisposed. You know how kids are. Okay, so that was my bronzer. So I just go like a little bit right there. You can see that it's a little bit darker. But again, this one has some shimmer to it. And then today I'm feeling like smashing. I actually have all 3 colors of blush. You can see I do believe you're blushing, passionate, and smashing. And passionate is probably the darkest. And sometimes like when I'm going out at night, I really like this color because I just feel like it pops a little more. But smashing and I do believe your blushing are just awesome everyday blushes. So if you can see this one, it's just super pretty. Look at that. Just a nice little light pink. And again, I'm not a professional, you guys. Okay, so if you guys have better tips, please post them. If you have like the professional tips. So again, I just go right on my, above my cheekbone a little bit, right above where I put the bronzer. And I kind of go a little bit over by my eye. But I try not to come too, because I already kind of have some redness in my skin, especially on my cheeks. So I just go like right here. And I kind of try to like angle up. Again, this is challenging, you guys, to do your makeup on an iPhone at the same time while you're trying to talk. I'm like the person who can't chew gum and walk at the same time. I'll fall on my head. So, I feel like it's come out pretty good though, but I do believe that my lighting is a lot better over here than it is on this iPhone. So, that's my blush. Okay. Next step. And guys, this normally takes me like 10-15 minutes, so I'm hoping that this isn't running too long. The next thing that I do is I take the big, ginormous, fluffy brush. And you guys, I love this brush. It feels so good on your skin. Like, I just want to like rub it all over my skin. So this big, fluffy brush, I take my Diamond Dust, the Veil, and I love to take it and just kind of like highlight. Yeah, you got chips, buddy? So then tap it. And then I'll go like right here and on my nose, and I probably just used a little too much, but so you don't need a lot of this. I should have swirled it a little more. I had a lot in there from earlier. I'm gonna be very shimmery today, you guys. So then I kind of just take it and I'll just blend it like all over.
Yeah.
But at first I kind of just focused on those like highlight points. And this just kind of gives you like this luminous look and just blends everything in and kind of gives you like a flawless application. And I probably used way too much. You need like an itty bitty teeny little bit. So after that, then if I can find it, lip gloss and lipstick. My most favorite part. I only have one lipstick color so far. I have, even though I bought all these like samples for you guys, I only have one of my own personal colors. And I chose the darkest color because I wanted to be able to layer it with my lip gloss. So this is Uptown Girl and nothing fancy. I just put some on like this. I can't wait for Savvy to have a lip liner because I feel like I'm starting to need a lip liner. We spend a lot of time like outdoors and in the sun. And so I'm starting to get some little just fine lines around my lips and yeah. So I can't wait to get lip liner. I have two of the lip gloss colors. So I have Embrace, and I always get these backwards, Embrace and Abundant. So Embrace is like a really sheer light pink. And this is like a deeper pink. So if I'm wanting like a deeper lip color, I will use this. But today, since I want to kind of lighten this up and just give myself a little bit of shimmer, I'm just going to use my Embrace over my Uptown Girl, and I kind of just focus in the center of my lips like this. And it kind of highlights and it gives you like that fuller look. And you guys, this has natural peppermint in it, so it's like a natural lip primer, or not primer, natural lip plumper. So see how it lightens, but it just gives you that shine and shimmer. So, okay guys, that's it. That is my Savvy Minerals routine. So thank you so much for joining me. If you guys have any questions, pop them below. And I'm going to add all the colors. And Angie, I will post some of my recipes in a little bit. And what else? I think that's it, you guys. Trying to think if I missed anything. Oh, I did. I already put it on. I love adding lip balm. Young Living's lip balm. I love lavender, but since I got the little kit from the holiday set and I got the vanilla mint, this is like what I put on my lips first. And then I add my lipstick and my lip gloss. And it's just this super nice like lip primer. And it feels so good. You guys, I just want to eat this. It smells so good. Vanilla mint. I wish they sold it all the time. I wish they sold it by like the cases because I would buy it and give it out to all my friends. Okay, guys, that was my routine. That's how I get my savvy on. And normally this only takes me about maybe 10 minutes. I can do a 5 fast-minute routine if I just do a light eye. But yeah, I can't wait to see all your beautiful faces. And thank you so much for joining me today. Bye, ladies.